What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, back in the States, back at it. Let's go ahead and chop into this one because I'm a little bit on the late freight, but I do want to talk about this whole situation with JK Rowling, with Harry Potter, with Black Snape, Paapa Essiedu, all right, and the whole trans rights movement and all of this stuff that's going on. I'm going to start with this because, look, we saw this picture, man. This is just absolutely classic, right? This came out just a little bit after I left. JK Rowling, I love it when a plan comes together. Of course, she's talking about the Supreme Court decision out there in the UK about women's rights. And so she decided to light up a stogie. She lit up a stogie, grabbed a drink, and said, hell yeah, right? I love it when a plan comes together, right? That's A-Team, Hannibal Smith from the A-Team, okay? But yeah, let's talk about what happened after that, all right? Shortly after that, on IndieWire, we got this situation. Harry Potter series star Paapa Essiedu signs an open letter supporting trans rights in the UK. Harry Potter creator JK Rowling recently celebrated the UK Supreme Court ruling that defined gender by biological sex. All right, so she was celebrating that ruling, having a good time, and then, of course, right after that, immediately after that, you know, the wokes got mad and they said, well, we're going to come out here and we're going to get an open letter. And who do they get to sign this open letter? Oh, Black Snape himself, Paapa Essiedu. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. I don't think this would even be a big deal if not for two reasons. One, that it is Black Snape, all right? And this guy is going to start finding himself in the crosshairs under a microscope. Everybody's going to be watching every move he makes from now until the series comes out because he decided to sign up to be Black Snape. And so whatever he says, it's going to be scrutinized heavily. Hey, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it, bro. You signed up for this. You signed up to be Black Snape, to be a race swap Snape. I don't want to hear shit. Hey, if that's what this cat decided to do, and if he wants to climb up under that microscope, hey, all bets is off, all right? Good for him. Have fun with it, all right? Because people are going to chew him up and spit him out, and this is just the first thing. But the second thing is that he's clearly standing in opposition to the creator of the series that he's now starring in. Okay, he's standing in opposition with JK Rowling, and he's signing open letters, all right, supporting trans rights in the UK. Look, here's what happens every time you sign somebody that's an activist. And this is going to do nothing for this series. This does not help the series at all. I still have the question of who the hell is going to watch this damn series? Have you thought about that, HBO? Who's going to watch this Harry Potter series? I want y'all to think about this for a moment. The Harry Potter series, we've already had a series of movies, you know, and the movies did quite well. But the movies, or the series, the television series, is supposed to be more book accurate, more authentic to the original book, all right? We're going to get as close to the book as we can. And then, of course, they cast this Black Snape, which immediately pisses off all the Harry Potter fans. Do they think non-Harry Potter fans are going to come and check for this? This is a series for the Harry Potter fandom. Nobody else is going to watch this. Nobody else is going to watch this. It was purely for the Harry Potter fandom. The Harry Potter fans that would, hey, man, I dig into the books. I read the books constantly. I go back and watch the series. I dress up like a Gryffindor or a Slytherin or whatever. I'm out there in Harry Potter world casting spells on people. Like, that's who this series is for. If you're making a series that is already off to a bad start when it comes to authenticity and book accuracy and getting as close to the original as humanly possible, if you're already off on a bad track and you've pissed off all the Harry Potter fans, who is this series for? Are you hoping to gather some normies, a new Harry Potter fan base? They're not going to watch this shit. It's like, why would I watch this? We can watch the movies. We can read the books. It makes absolutely no sense. But nevertheless, the fact is that this guy is already tanking the series or hurting the series. Number one, by the fact that he's Black Snape. All right, that's shitting on the series already. But then number two, he's out here supporting shit that the author disagrees with. I'm serious. I can't wait until this cat here, until Paapa Essiedu has a microphone thrown in his face and says, hey, Paapa Essiedu, how do you feel about JK Rowling's, since you signed this open letter, how do you feel about JK Rowling's stance on trans rights? What is your opinion on that? And I want somebody to ask him that, and let's hear what his answer is going to be. This cat is on our microscope, man. He is about to go through it. He's about to have all the smoke that he can deal with when it comes to this, when it comes to the series, Black Snape, the whole thing. And he signed up for it, all right? He absolutely signed up for it. Yeah, and here's the other thing about it. Like, signing the open letter, I think if he wasn't in the series, he could sign all the letters he wants to, and his name would have just went under the radar. So if you wanted to be super supportive, hey, I want to support trans rights, okay, then you probably shouldn't have signed up to be in this movie where the creator is like, yeah, I don't think that, you know, trans women are women, and, you know, has a very hardcore, like, bottom line stance when it comes to this stuff. Why would you even join into this series if you disagree with the creator? Because, you know, at some point in time, you know, you're going to have to answer to this, you know? Like, look, other people signed it. This is the thing, all right? Paapa Essiedu is one of hundreds of people that have signed this letter. And most people are like, nobody knows about Bella Ramsey signing. Nobody cares, all right? Or Harris Dickinson, whoever the fuck these other people are. Nobody cares about these cats. Nobody cares. But Paapa Essiedu, oh, well, why do they care about me? Because, bro, you in the Harry Potter series. And you're talking about trans rights, something that JK Rowling has been on the march for forever. And it's going to come out. The fans are going to slam him, all right? Yeah, check it out. This person, anonymous, Paapa Essiedu signing this, but also taking a highly lucrative job as part of the wealthiest and most vocal anti-trans activists is certainly a choice. Yeah. This guy Keith said, Paapa Essiedu signing this and then starring in Joanne's new TV show, which will make her more money to spend on this rubbish. Make it make sense. I can't make it make sense. At some point in time, like the activists, I guess they can separate their activism from their money and their wallets, all right? It's like, yeah, you know, I'm against what JK Rowling stands for, but I'm taking that check, bro. Give me that money. I'm taking that check. I'm not turning this role down. Hell no. But thing is the role, this is going to be a firestorm. Everything this cat does and says is going to become controversial. This guy, L, it's so fake of him to sign this. If he really cared, he wouldn't have signed up for a show with her involvement. See, they're calling him phony. They're calling him fake. All of these people, honestly, it is kind of phony and fake when you see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people signing bullshit. You know, it's just like, it's all virtue signaling. We know how Hollywood gets down. It's all virtue signaling. But this guy's virtue signaling is super hard. And so now, yeah, he's signing letters. He's signing open letters, supporting trans rights. And man, I cannot wait for that interview to hit. That interview is going to be one of the best interviews. That is going to be one of the best interviews I've ever watched. I am going to cover that interview. I know it's going to happen eventually. Yeah, so here's what it says on IndieWire. Paapa Essiedu, who is set to star in the HBO Harry Potter series, has made a public statement in support of trans, non-binary, and intersex communities. Essiedu signed an open letter calling for the film and television industry to protect trans rights after the UK Supreme Court ruled that gender is defined by biological sex. That action goes directly against Essiedu's producer, JK Rowling, who created the Harry Potter franchise and is producing the Max series. I mean, what does JK Rowling do at this point? Like, does she just let this slide? I mean, I don't know. You don't want to come out and fire the guy, all right? Because then they're going to try to call her a racist. You know, this is such an interesting situation going on. There's all kinds of different little plot threads that could develop. But I'm telling you, when this guy opens his mouth, because he's going to get that question, somebody will ask him, what do you think about JK Rowling? You're starring in her series. And I know he's probably formulating the answer to this whole situation. If he's coming out, I mean, if they're saying, you know, like all of this stuff, all right, and we got to protect trans rights and all of this stuff, we're supporting trans, non-binary, and intersex communities, and they're saying all of that, and what trans people stand for, this dude is in a no-win situation. Absolutely no-win situation. All right? He can't say nothing to JK Rowling. She'll fire his ass on the spot. All right? He come out and say anything negative about her, gone, outro. And then, of course, you got the fans already calling him fake and phony. So the fans, the people, the very people that he's trying to virtue signal to. Do y'all see this? The people that he's trying to virtue signal to are calling him a fake, phony fraud. Why did you take the check? Nah, no, we don't want your signature. Decline the role. That's what they want. See, so him taking the check and then signing his letter, it's super hypocritical. And the fans is calling it out. But yeah, let's check out Blue Sky, of course, because we got to get the retard takes, all right? You know, we got to get the retard take on this whole situation. This is the old, you know, film updates. posting up about the signing of the letter. And then this person, Princess Flutters. Oh, fuck off, Paapa. If you were truly a man of your word, you'd be off that shitty wizard project already. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They not buying it, bro. They not buying it. Actually, wait, better question. Why did you sign up for it in the first place? They are going to hold your feet to the fire. Your signature meant nothing to this crew. All right? This group could care less about your signatures. Decline the role. Give the money back. Why are you on this project? Why did you sign up for it in the first place? You see, you got to be ideologically aligned with these cats. You can't just take a role, all right? And then, hey, I'm going to take her money, though, you know. But, yeah, I stand for trans rights or whatever, you know. It's too funny, man. That had me do a massive double take, too. Paapa, why did Paapa Essiedu agree to work for the franchise that's indirectly funding transphobia then? That's my... Look, who are you pleasing in this situation? You're not pleasing fans because you're a Black Snape and nobody wants a Black Snape, all right? Now you're trying to win over the woke crowd, all right? The trans rights crowd. And they hate your guts because you in the show, period. They don't want you nowhere around the show, all right? Rich people making gestures like this is already kind of crap, let alone if they're already also acting in Harry Potter. It's like, yo, they calling it out the exact same way I call it out, man. It's virtue signaling. They don't really care. And then on top of it, I'm going to still go and take JK Rowling's money. I'm going to take that check and I'm going to make some bread and I don't care. But I'll sign some phony little piece of paper. Oh, I'm supporting trans rights. And that's all I'm going to do. But when that question comes, all right, that question is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It is coming. Somebody is going to say, hey, you signed this letter, but you're also in this show. Make it make sense, all right? Like somebody else said up here, some on the deadline column. Make it make sense, all right? Enriching JK Rowling is the opposite of standing in solidarity with any/all of these communities. It seems like he doesn't know what that word means. Bam. Bruh. He's going to get it on all sides. This man, I'm telling you, look, if he's smart, he'll use this as the reason to, hey, you know what? I kind of feel like I got to stand with the trans community, so I'm going to dip on out of the Black Snape Harry Potter role, and I'm going to get that to somebody else. I'm going to dip on out of here, and I'm going to go live my life and be an activist and be an actor or whatever, activist. But I'm going to stay away from this because this is hot lava, bruh. Stay away from it if you're smart. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. This stuff right here, man. This situation with this dude right here, Paapa Essiedu, we are only getting started. I don't even think they've started filming yet. When they start filming, oh my God, the outrage. Just everybody is going to be slamming this whole project from pillar to post. This is going to be one of the funniest things to cover. All right, but you guys let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.